Mood 92, a refreshing mix of music. Mood 92. Mood 92. Always playing you a better song on Mood 92.
Mood 92, Halo, that's Texas. Good morning. Just coming up to 24 minutes after 11, and my guest here in the studio, Vincenzo Martinelli. Welcome.
Hi, Lee.
Welcome to Amman.
Well, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Now, you've already performed last night, had a concert in the city.
Yes, I did, yes.
It was a charity event.
It was a charity event, and it was a full house, and it was really a nice environment to be performing. And
which charities was it in aid of?
Okay, well, it was at the Terra Sancta School, and the charities involved were the Dar al-Tafil al-Arabi Jerusalem, which is the house of orphan children.
Very good.
Together with Malja al-Ajaza al-Orthodoxy, which is the Four Homes of Mercy, the Orthodox Invalid Society. And we had people representing those two charities there, and from all reports we raised a significant amount of money, and it was a great night.
And a full house. Bravo.
And a full house.
Very good, very good. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You're, if you don't mind me saying, a bit of a mixture of nationalities, because you're born in Australia.
That's correct, yes.
But I guess there must be roots in Italy.
Yeah, well, my family is Italian, Lee, and my parents migrated to Australia after the war, and I'm the oldest of four children. Educated and studied in Australia, just north of Sydney. And besides the extensive travelling I've done in recent years, I've spent a lot of time in Australia.
And I guess you actually went back to Italy to study music?
Yes, right? I did. I won an Italian government scholarship to study at the Centro Romano della Chitarra under Maestro Lucio Dosso.
I'm glad you said that.
Yes. For 2 years in Rome, which was a wonderful experience also.
And what did you learn there? What kind of things did you learn?
Well, I learnt a lot of things. I learnt some lessons in life as well as music, but the fact that so many young people are so brilliant musicians at a young age really helped me put myself in my own little place, and it helped me to understand that to achieve one's own personal best is probably the best thing we can do, and it really helped me a lot. So it's no good competing with people that have God-given amazing gifts, and my teachers even told me that, you aspire to be
your own person, really.
Yeah, your own person and your own best, and that was a good lesson.
Okay, well, how would you describe your music? I put you on the spot.
No, not at all. That's a good question. My music actually draws influences from a lot of different genres. As a young boy, I grew up in a home where my father was a mandolin player, and the gift of music came from his father, my grandfather, after whom I was named, Vincenzo Martinelli. And their instrument was the mandolin. Oh. Now, the mandolin features...
You don't hear that a lot, do you? You don't...
No.
Other artists don't bring that forward.
A lot of artists use it as a feature, as a colour in their recordings, but the mandolin was a very important music of the folk music of Italy, and I use that in my music. As a young boy growing up, my father would invite his friends to the house, and I'd join in and make music and really enjoy the experience. And now it's become a part of what I do. I also draw influences from flamenco, Spanish flamenco music, together with obviously classical guitar music. Andres Segovia was a great influence on my life. Paco de Lucia, the great flamenco guitarist, is a great influence, and also I do play electric and 12-string guitar, and a great influence on that side of things is George Benson, the great jazz player, and Carlos Santana. So when people hear me perform, all those things come into play.
I tell you what, rather than talk about it, let's play some.
Lovely.
Vincenzo Martinelli, and I'm going to wimp out here. Can you tell us what that's called?
Well, I can help you there, Lee. That song is actually called Entre dos aguas, which means between two waters.
That's very good. And there's two songs in one there, really.
Yes, there is. There's quite an evocative first section, and then it swings into a more of a flamenco feel, a rumba feel in the second half.
Stamp your feet along to that, definitely. Yeah. Okay, well, I believe, you've travelled extensively with your work, including some time at sea. Tell us a bit about that.
Yes, I have. I'm very excited about the job that I have at the moment. I'm playing on very high-end luxury cruise liners, which has allowed me to travel around the world 3 or 4 times. And actually a good point, because I was fortunate enough to meet one of your local designers, Nadia Dejani, a very famous Jordanian jewelry designer. And that association with Nadia led to the invitation to perform here in Amman. And that is the reason I'm here. So I'm very excited about that whole thing. And it also reflects the opportunities that one is given when you play to a wider audience. So,
doing 2 concerts here, one last night, is it just 2?
Yes, just 2 this time, yeah.
So one last night, which was a charity event,
yes,
and was very well attended. Yeah. And you're available tonight if people think they've missed you. No, they haven't, because they can go along this evening. Where's the event tonight?
I'm very looking forward to this event tonight. It's at a wonderful theatre called the Al Balad Theatre. It's a refurbished old cinema, for those people who don't know. And when I first saw it with the theatre manager, Raed Dasfour, I was very, very surprised to see such a lovely theatre refurbished and now being used for the arts. So very much looking forward to the concert tonight at 8 p.m. And
be there early though, 7:30 to get a good seat, to make sure in a good place. And and there are tickets available still if people want to go.
Tickets still available at the door, yes, and not too many though. So please to come along and get in early.
Yeah, I'd get there early if you really want to make sure you get in. And such a lovely location. You're going to fill it with some atmosphere tonight.
Absolutely, it's a great art atmosphere. You know, the walls are all painted red, and it's a very it gives you the sense of old world charm. So it's a good environment to perform in. And
for those people that do know your songs and your music, what can they expect to hear you play tonight from your albums?
I will be playing some of the material that I performed last night, together with a completely different second half. The show will be divided into 2 45-minute segments with a short 10-minute interval in between, so they can expect to hear some Spanish and Latino guitar music fueled with a little bit of feeling from Jordan.
And a little mixture of Santana, as we heard in that.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Vincenzo, it's a pleasure to meet you. I wish you all the luck tonight. Have a great gig.
Thank you, Lee. It's been lovely being here. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming to Mood 92.